Welcome back to the Tool Shed. This tool is called clearing. This was given to me by my friends in my Man UPrising Peer Group. We use this in our peer groups before we start our group together. And it's a way to, well, get clear with each other, to discharge any tension, any negativity, any animosity, certainly. And you do that by going around the table, around the group, and saying, look, Joe, I'm clear with you. Jim, I'm clear with you. John, I'm not clear with you. Jane, oh, there's no Jane, it's Man UPrising. James, I'm clear with you. And so we do this because we want to be honest. We want to have true connection, true intimacy. And you can't do that if there's something in the way. Now, with Jim, if I'm not clear, I have to come back to him and say why I'm not clear. It might be something I've done. Right? It doesn't just have to be something the other person has done. I owed you a phone call, and I'm not clear with you because it's weighing on me, and I just want to say the thing. I'm sorry. I should have called. I'll call you after, the group ends. Or it can be something profound, like I shared something about your story with me in the last peer group to somebody else, and I don't know if it was okay, and I just need to put it out there and, ask your input for it. Or it could be something that you did. You didn't call me back, or you didn't text me, or I didn't like the text you sent me, or you didn't deliver on what you said you would after the last group, or fill in the blank. It can be small, it can be big. The point is, it's a practice in courage, because what happens as human beings is we'll just let these things get away from us, and then the feelings that we have don't go away. They go underground. Maybe I'll start withholding in the group or in our relationship because I'm mad at you, or I'm feeling guilty and I'm, have a lot of shame going on. So I'm not really sharing because of that thing that's in the way. And it really becomes a barrier, it becomes an obstacle in relationships. Oftentimes what happens, we all know this, we were all in middle school, is that we'll then tell a friend about the friend, called gossip, because it's easier, it requires less courage, and then we kind of feel like we discharged the frustration, but we didn't. We've now fomented it, we've spread it like wildfire, but we've also shared it with a person who can't help us with it. Jim's the source, I got to go to the source. It requires courage, it requires faith that you can handle what I'm about to share with you, and if you can't, well, then I have to have the courage to stand on my 2 feet and stand in my truth and not worry about losing you as a friend, because what kind of a friendship is it if we can't tell each other the truth? And so it just requires a lot of courage. It's a way to sort of realign the group, because people can feel this in groups over time. And you realign the group, you realign your relationship, and you open the door to intimacy, to connection. It's not just for peer groups. This is for marriages. This is for parenting. This is for friendships out in the world. We've got to get more courageous and honest and clear, especially at a time in human history when we've never had less clear communication, ironically, right? So many ways to communicate, text and email and phones and social media, and yet we're saying so little. We're speaking around the thing. We're oftentimes, we're not showing courage because we're not, addressing the person. We're maybe saying it on social media about the person, or indirectly or passive aggressively. We've got to get courageous, we've got to get direct, and we've got to get clear. Clearing is a transformational practice, transformational tool. I encourage you to bring it into your marriage, to your parenting, to your friendships, to your peer groups, and really not just go around the group, so to speak, and say, I'm clear with you, I'm clear with you, I'm clear with you, but to challenge that, to get clear, and don't walk away from it until you are clear. It's an opportunity to name the tension, the frustration, and to resolve it and to move forward in true clarity. And I have yet to be a part of this where the 2 people involved haven't been appreciative, as uncomfortable as it might have been in the moment, to get to the other side where there is true clarity, and on the other side of that is true intimacy, true connection. And so that is the tool of getting clear. I'll see you in the next video.